self-doubt. And to be honest, it has never brought me down. No, 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 no. I'm really glad I'm not walking around believing my inflated ape brain figured it out. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Like and I'm really glad I don't take part in your big search for who you are. And I don't care that I sound arrogant, but knowing who you are is just for amateurs. And suddenly you realize, yeah, that everything you ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Oh, still everything you ever thought you were made me cry. To be honest, it made me wanna die inside. And I'm sure I did, but just a little bit. And suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize, 'cause everything I ever thought I was made me cry. Yeah, and suddenly you realize that everything you'd ever told yourself were lies. And believe me, I can sympathize. Still everything you ever thought you were made me cry.
Oh, okay. My rotation isn't happy. I'm here in my vehicle, I guess. Uh, Talking about the whole situation. What's up, Blue Eyes? How's it going? We have here Fish, camera special effects. My auto rotation for some reason is working. I gotta figure it out. Holly Mac, what's going on? How's it going? And we got Bally. What's up? Welcome. All right, so I guess people want to know what's going on with the lawyer. I think this is going to be a short one. Not really that long. The lawyer situation is still ongoing. As far as aware, I haven't gotten a response, even though I've called the lawyer and left my phone number, my details. I gotta figure out. Um, Not in a very formal way. It's more informal that I'm trying to do this, where I'll write a letter and informally ask whether or not the lawyer is aware that there's an individual on YouTube using his credentials, because he is an officer of the court. And I'm trying to figure out if he's aware of somebody using his credentials. Did he say it was okay for this person to use his credentials? Did he give permission for this person to use his credentials? Does this person pay him a retainer to be able for him to represent her? Um, if he answers no to all of these things, then the only other option is that somebody's fraudulently using his credentials, and that is against the law. So I was gonna go to University Avenue, like downtown Toronto area, downtown, midtown. Well, actually, it's not midtown. It's pretty much downtown. I was gonna go there, but it takes a lot of effort for me to go there. Plus, I have a lot of stuff going on, just a lot of things household wise and whatnot. Rather than me spending a lot of money, well, I shouldn't say a lot of money, but a good amount of money. What are we talking about? We are talking about the copyright misuse that has been put forward through Buddha. So Buddha Bitch has said that a lawyer is representing her from Toronto. Well, it so happens that I'm in Toronto and I've been given permission to follow up with this. So what I have done is call. There have been another individual that has called. I've seen that Bali has even sent an email wanting to know certain details about the situation. Now, this isn't like the, what was it, 10 business day thing. This isn't like that. Um, I can still file suit even now, even if this has occurred in February or March, because it's still as it stands a copyright issue that I do have a certain amount of time to file suit, but I will be well within my means to do so. So pretty much PG's lawyer has someone impersonated and has him. Yeah, I've seen that, which I mean is against the law. You're not actually supposed to. You can't impersonate a lawyer online. Doesn't matter how funny you think it is. You can't impersonate a police officer online. It doesn't matter how funny or cute or you're trolling. It's actually illegal. So pretty much, I got to figure out either the lawyer did give permission to have his credentials used within this case, or he didn't. Um, if he didn't, then I'm gonna go forward with the lawsuit. Well, actually, even if he did, I would go forward with the lawsuit. I am. So I'm going to be filing it in court. I'm going to give some time for response because, of course, there is a formality with things. I've given this lawyer a week after my phone call last week, Friday, to get back to me. As far as I'm aware, the lawyer hasn't gone back to me. Now, I will formally write to said lawyer by letter with or through registered mail, and if he does not respond within a reasonable amount of time, I will go forward with the suit. So I don't know. Maybe if you guys want to help me out with that, you could. Um, has PG been bothering you at all? Not yet. I say yet because there have been years and years and years of the same cycle happening. If I call her out on it, she doesn't bother me for a little while. It could be like a day, could be a couple hours, it could be a couple days, it could be 2 or 3 weeks. Now she's actually been staying away for what I would describe as a longer period of time, but sooner or later, she's gonna go back to the same shit she's always done, which is tell people that she isn't bothering me, and then she bothers me behind the scenes. And Monty, was there a new motion filed in PG's case? Arrest? You going over it? Was there? I don't know. I guess I can look it over. But what I wanna know pretty much is with this lawyer in Toronto, I believe that the whole thing with the whole Bali situation is choose some random person's credentials, allegedly, use it. They're from Toronto. Bali's not gonna go from Ohio to Toronto to look after these matters, and then you get your shit back, and then you're free. But the problem is, if the lawyer didn't give you permission to use his credentials, and it just happens that I'm in Toronto and I will go ahead with this suit, then you're pretty much screwed because what you're doing is called fraud. You can't use an officer of the court's credentials because you just want to, especially when they haven't given you permission, nor have they been representing you in any way, shape, or form. Like that is something that a lot of people do. And it needs to stop because it's actually fraud. So I am in the stages of sending a letter, and once again, I'll give it some time, and we'll take it from there. But whatever happens, happens. I believe that it's my best belief that this suit will go forward. Yeah, a lot of people in the space are suing other people, but I think what's happening is that there's too much people who lie, who cheat, who steal, who do a lot of flagrant things, and a lot of other people are okay with it. One thing you shouldn't do is PG will never. Yeah, I is my best. My bad, people. Okay, it's my best belief that PG will never stop contacting me unless I literally um get matters handled in court to hold her accountable in court. Then the bothering me situation is never gonna stop. Who is suing who exactly? Are there multiple suits? Well, I have to group everything in one suit. So am I suing both Buddha or PG? I will be. I actually won't be suing Buddha. Buddha has said that her lawyer is a lawyer on University Avenue. So therefore, what I will do is I will give this lawyer some time to respond. I will send a letter, and if uh, the lawyer doesn't respond, then I'm going to sue the lawyer. When the lawyer gets this lawsuit and he shows up in court, it's either he will say then and there, I have no idea who this Buddha bitch individual is. They've been using my credentials and impersonating me, or this is fraudulent. Or they'll be like, yes, this is my client. Let's go ahead with this lawsuit. I'm representing them. Either way, I honestly don't care. But if this lawyer shows up and says, I have no idea who this Buddha bitch is, they're using my credentials in a fraudulent manner, we now have a criminal case on our hands because that would be fraud. And when you do fraud, you're going to fuck around and you're going to find out. So, or was it smack? I said you're on the ching, Eggy, okay? It wasn't smack. It wasn't crack. Get with the times. How the hell can you live in in Scotland and you don't know Scottish slang? What's that Scottish slang? A mickle make a muckle? Or what's the other slang for like when something's like really cool? Uh what's it? Let me look this up. I used to know like a lot of Scottish slang, but I don't anymore. But yeah, Eggy, you should be on the times with the slang, or have you been lying to me this entire time? You're not Scottish at all. Um. Oh yes, the Scottish slang for something cool. That's bra. So when I say that's super bra, that means I'm saying it's cool. Or is that old? Am I like if I say that's bra, is it old? What's up, Soil? How you doing? All right, so yeah, I actually wanted to not come on right now, but I have changed the time for this because originally I was supposed to go into Toronto Wednesday. Then I got busy because I actually have things to do like a normal human being. I got a house to take care of. I got animals to feed. I got work to do. I'm taking a few courses right now. So I wasn't able to go Wednesday. So I was gonna go today, but last night I was like, I think it might be best because this is actually most likely gonna go to court that I send a letter through registered mail to this lawyer with the evidence showing that Budovich has used his credentials, and then he can either respond then or not because I don't know what he's doing with with copyright law when he is a criminal lawyer dealing with essentially and mainly criminal matters. Now all of a sudden he's involved himself in copyright. That's literally like a 180 from what he's been doing. So we shall see. Things will progress, and I will get down to this because one thing that was done, like I said, is put in lawyers' credentials to put in a lawyer's credentials on official legal documents is a big no-no. So we shall see. So yeah, Eggy, I said that you were on the ching, okay? And is bra like a literal word they use in Scotland still? Like if I say that's bra, so is that like excellent? Is that great? Is that beautiful? Is that a saying they still use? All right. Um like I said, if you guys have any questions, I guess I can. Okay, so what's Bali saying? Let me check. I spent a lot of time teaching my GPT. Monty, we should build a GPT for your legal cases, though. I don't know what to expect of it. Well, we shall see. What are you saying, Bali? He emailed you because he had my USA something something. What's that all about? How the hell is the Diddy trial already starting? I guess they want to fast track it, man. Is it? It hasn't even been that long. I'm sure it's like been on everybody's mind. It's only been a couple months, but of course it's gonna get fast tracked in the courts. PG responded to me on our community tab where it travels fast because she's watching. I am still pissed off at the situation where people who should have common sense literally made a person who's highly manipulative and that has a plethora of mental illnesses fool them into thinking that shit was happening. Because literally the PG playbook, and I was actually thinking of maybe doing a video where I show the recordings of her like calling me to up to 300 times in a day over and over and over again. And what I was going to do is show that if you call somebody 300 times in a day over and over, just ringing the phone off, and I'm turning my phone off, I got calls I need to handle, I need to do this, I need to do that. Not everybody sits on their big fat ass and whatever slump ass piss and shit house, got nothing better to do, make up that they have 2 or 3 jobs that they gotta go to when they don't have to do shit because they get their money from the fucking government. I actually gotta go to work. I can't have somebody be calling me at 5 a.m. in the morning, at 7 a.m. in the morning, at 10 a.m., at like 1 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 11 o'clock, at 12. It's really completely ridiculous. And it's clear and apparent that this person has nothing better to do. So maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But clearly, she was not a person that should be trusted. That she's actually telling you the truth, and it's completely ridiculous that she was getting away with this shit for such a long time. And I guess she flew. How should I put it? Flew too close to the sun, in a sense, where it took a lawyer that's in her vicinity, either city wise, maybe a few cities over in the state. She played her game with a guy who was a schizophrenic. She played her game with me. She played her game with whoever. If you truly think that she hasn't done this to a multitude of people, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, maybe you can buy a bridge I have in Brooklyn. It's called the Brooklyn Bridge. I'll sell it to you for like 10 million or something. But it's completely plain and obvious to me that she is doing this and currently still has done this, currently still doing this to a multitude of people. A multitude of people, and probably still is doing it to this day. It's completely ridiculous that somebody has flown underneath the radar, and has done this to a multitude of people and keep getting away with it. It's completely whack to me that somebody was able to do this. And all it took was a lawyer in her close vicinity to know exactly what to do because he's a lawyer and he wasn't going to get stalked and harassed by a piece of shit like Purple Glitter. So he put her in court. So we shall see what happens with that whole situation. Seems I might have to do that as well. PG has been lying since day one. I'm literally have been 100% with every thing I've said, from the Jessica Messica drunk driving situation to the Hannibal situation, Timberly situation, PG situation. Shit, I'm even sick of being right now because I've been 100% right with these situations. Anyways, I'm gonna take off because I just wanted to share that I will be continuing with the situation with the lawyer. As I've said, there's honestly two options. It's either he is representing her or he's not. If he's not representing her, then what she's done is fraud. And I will continue with the court case and he can show up to court, said lawyer or not. Doesn't really matter to me. And we'll take it to the authorities. People can't get away with putting stuff on a legal document and thinking it's okay just because they want to. Okay, it's not okay. I wouldn't have the balls, the guts, or the stupidity to do that. Just put somebody's real credentials on a legal document to get away with having a video get put back, and then yeah, thank you, Blue Eyes. Really appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Eggy. All you lovely people are very raw. Okay. So take care of yourselves. I'll be back maybe in a few days. We'll see. But I'll be around and I'll be handling matters behind the scenes. All right. And I'll give you guys updates as soon as I get a response or not. Cheers.